Okay, this is Ted again, and the hosts are really almost tongue-in-cheek with this. The hosts really almost do not know how to break this to humans of world earth or tell you. The host almost cannot, believe we had to, for all these years, thousands of years, over 3,000 years, make you believe that Jesus of Nazareth was from a virgin and a virgin birth. Ted keeps getting told about spirits and keeps asking, was Ted from a virgin? Ted's mother that birthed him was not married. It was out of wedlock. She finally, at first she started to say she was a virgin. That's what Ted keeps hearing, and started that story. And some pushed her really enormously to finally admit that she had had sexual intercourse with a man, and admitted the man and actually fingered the man. And the man actually had to sign some documents admitting that man was the dad that actually was involved in conceiving Ted. Now, there are subtle indicators that Jesus of Nazareth was from a bloodline from David, and is part of the bloodline. That's why Jesus claimed to be the son of David, and from David, and related to, or a descendant of David. Now, if genetics were transferred from God, from heaven, and 100% of these genetics were from God, then Jesus would not be from David, would not be part of that line, and would not genetically be the son of David. Maybe Mary was, and Jesus was not. The 100% genetics of Jesus was from God. No, that's not how that happened. Jesus was subtly, Nazareth was subtly trying to tell you that he is from the son of David. Some things Jesus knew were the great expectations at that time that Jesus basically tried to skirt around, and that is actually true. And Ted had many meetings with the host and loud spiritual meetings about what are we going to skirt around this time and continue the misinformation. And Ted just flat out does not want to continue the misinformation, even if from our side. He would rather try to give you the truth, and some are going to reject him. In fact, quite a few may reject him because of this alone. But how long are we going to keep propagating these deceptions that got infiltrated into the Old Testament and also infiltrated into the New Testament? At some point, Ted feels he has to set the record straight, and Ted is actually feeling like this is the time to start setting records straight and try to get the records set straight. Ted is not from a virgin birth. Ted is convinced of this. Ted is convinced, and heard, during his life, some stories about that she, was starting to, basically say she had never had sexual intercourse, and implying she was a virgin, and finally was pushed to admit that she was not a virgin, and then Ted's dad had to sign some papers. If you do some research on that, you probably will find this out.